Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Y'all, it is First Friday, not just first Friday of the month, but of the year. What an amazing opportunity for us all to continue to live with purpose and intent. Y'all, I'm Dr. Juanita Mercer, the founder and CEO of Lead My Heart, and I'm so excited to host this live stream event today about Resolved. Y'all, how to make your New Year resolutions stick so that we don't get to next week, next month, and already done. Okay. So that's what we're going to talk about today. But first, I want you to share this stream on your timeline, copy the link, share it in a text in a group, and say, y'all, jump on. You want to see this because I know you've already been like writing your list of resolutions. I know you've been praying about them, but how do we make them stick? Okay. How do we make that commitment? And so please share this live stream and also tag some people, tag some friends. Say you got to watch this because we're going to be accountability partners and we need to know how to make this work. Okay. And then we're going to get started in just a moment. But while we're waiting to get started, y'all, heart this video, send up those hearts and likes, and also let me know that you're here. Okay. Say good afternoon. And I pray that gosh, you're having a fantastic day. Okay. So, super excited for this event. All right, y'all. I gave you a couple of seconds there, but let's go ahead and get started. The first thing that I want us to be clear about is that when we're talking about resolutions, we have to understand that root word resolved, meaning that we have come to a conclusion. What have we come to a conclusion about? The importance of what needs to happen, what needs to change. Understanding that change is not optional, it is necessary. It's something that I must commit to, okay? Because it's going to help me become the person that I want to be, not would like to be, but really the person I need to be to receive everything that God has for me, everything that I want to come into, so I can be a better daughter, a better team member, a better sister, right? A better leader, whatever role that I occupy, that I just want to be better at it. And so the things that we are writing down as a resolution, we should see it as that way, first and foremost, that it is something that I am going to be committed to. Okay. So, how do we stick to that commitment? Let's talk about it. All right. So, number one, y'all, you have to make it personal. You have to. What do I mean by that? It has to be your resolution. It has to be the thing that you want to change, not someone else's resolution for you, not your spouse's, not your mom or dad's, not your child's, not your boss's, but it's yours. When I teach SMARTY goals, many of you are familiar with SMART goals, making it specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, time bound, which is great. But the why that I add is that it has to be yours. Like at some point, you have to own it. Like it has to be personal. Even when we're talking about, for example, organizational goals and objectives, which you get every year, right? But at some point, the difference in you being successful at that and whatever else you make a goal or commitment in any other area of your life is that it is personal, that it is yours, that you own it. And so the goal here is that you make it personal. Okay. It's something that's in alignment with your goals, your dreams, your desires, your hopes, your vision for your life. All right. So that's the first thing. Type it in the comment section. You got to do what? You got to make it personal. You got to make it yours. All right. And then the next thing that you have to do is count the cost. Every resolution got to have a weight to it. Okay. Meaning there has to be something that won't happen that's important to you if you don't do it, if you don't accomplish it. For example, many of us have resolved that we want to lose weight. Well, what's going to help you stick to that commitment, okay, is the fact that it has a cost to it. What if you don't lose weight? How is that going to affect your diagnosis? How is that going to affect your overall wellness? How is that going to affect your energy levels? That's going to impact how you're able to work, how you're able to fulfill the roles and responsibilities that you have, how you're going to be able to be present for those memories and the things that you want to create, those special moments that you want to create with your family and your friends. So there has to be a cost, but that cost not only has to be there and be weighty, but it has to mean something to you. Okay. So it has to be something that you don't want to lose, right? That you're not willing to pay that great cost. All right. So number one, you got to make it personal. But number two, you got to count the cost. And number three, you got to simplify your intent. Okay. Oh gosh, what do I mean by this? We could write paragraphs about our resolutions. We could have a list of 20 SMART goals. Do I recommend that? No, that's very overwhelming. What I do teach, though, in my coaching is 12 dimensions of wellness. Now, even that, the number 12 could seem like really overwhelming. And it can be if you don't approach it in the right way. But my intent behind the 12 dimensions of wellness is to help you create the space and bring attention and awareness to the many areas of your life that you need to assess, that you need to evaluate for improvement. Okay, where are your weaknesses? Where are the holes in your life that's stopping you from advancing and achieving the goals that you want? So that's what we have to think about, okay, with regards to those 12 dimensions of wellness. But even if you write a resolution for each one, what I'm encouraging you to do is to reduce it to one word, one feeling, one intent that you have. So, for example, I want to save $10,000, let's say, for example, this year. Well, I can come up with a plan, as I should, for how I'm going to do that. But the simplified intent there is to be a good steward of my finances. My simplified intent is to budget, okay, to budget well. And so if I keep the intent in my mind, even if my plan falls apart, I'm still working towards that goal. I've resolved that I'm going to be a better steward. I've resolved that I'm going to watch my spending. I've resolved that I'm going to consult my budget, even after making one, right? Because you have to do that. So that is what I want you to think about. For example, another resolution intent that I have is to just simply deepen my relationships, not establish new ones. I'm not trying to get out here and meet all new people, but the relationships that I already have that are meaningful to me, how can I go deeper? How can I get to know that person more? How can I become a better friend, a better daughter, a better sister, right? A better leader. I want to deepen that. I want to grow in those areas. And so that is my simplified intent. Okay. And so if you keep that at the forefront of your mind, then all your actions will align with that. Okay. So y'all, if you stick with the three things, which are what? Let's review. Number one, okay, make it personal. Number two, count the cost. And number three, simplify your intent. Okay. So y'all, let me know, how this live stream event impacted you. I want to see your comments. I want to see even your questions. Also throw out some of the words that you are considering to be your simplified intent. Okay. In different areas of your life. On my website, on my blog at leadmyheart.com/blog, you can find information about the 12 dimensions of wellness. Also, I teach that in the well. You can go and purchase last year's workbook, which I'm going to update very soon. I haven't done it. I'm not going to rush myself. It's going to happen because it was the prototype for last year, and I'm going to update it to where it's no longer a prototype. But it is available on Amazon if you do want to purchase it. I believe it's already, of course, on discount because it's last year's version, but nonetheless, still relevant. Okay, but I will keep you updated on when the new edition is available on Amazon and Barnes and Noble. Okay. All right, y'all. I pray that, again, you enjoy this live stream event, that you found it helpful and beneficial to you coming everything that you are called to be. Okay. And just remember that in everything you do and with everything you have, love God and love people. Goodbye.